Please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign is turned off, and keep the aisles clear of all carry-on items. Take a moment to check your seat back pocket for any personal items, like tablets and cell phones. When you open the overhead compartment, be careful, as items may have moved in flight.
You join us as Mrs. Faceless and I arrive in California for a family event. We've flown into Burbank Hollywood Airport, so a quick walk across the apron to the arrivals lounge gives us just a hint of the 75-degree weather that we're totally not accustomed to in January. Faceless sister-in-law is with us, and we are meeting Faceless brother-in-law, but first, the inexorable wait to see if your luggage has arrived at the same place as you have. This place used to be called Bob Hope Airport. Not sure when or why that changed, but anyway.
We'd like to remind you there is no parking at the white curb. The white curb is for the immediate loading and unloading of passengers and baggage only.
Faceless brother-in-law duly arrived, and we were soon treated to the glory that is Los Angeles traffic. After settling into our VRBO, we had some time to kill. Outside of the family commitments, we will have time for an early morning and hopefully sunrise shot. So to prepare, we're heading into the mountains of the Angeles National Forest. First stop is the overlook at Big Tujunga Dam. Ignoring the blue skies for now, it's nice, but not massively photogenic. But what really lets this place down is the filth and rubbish strewn everywhere. Any Californians care to explain why this seems to be so prevalent in this area? Drop a comment below. We're now at our intended location for the morning, Big Tujunga Narrows Bridge. The traffic rips through here, so care is needed, but the view up and down the valley is pretty cool. As with any new location, it pays to pre-scout, so give yourself time to walk around and take in the whoa, okay, that's steeper than I thought. And the view is a little obscured, so I sense the shot will be from over the other side of the road. Off we go. Ah, that's much better. Indeed, it really is. A nice view down the valley, or moving round gets a bit more of the bridge into view. Sadly, the foreground interest is once again rubbish strewn everywhere, with a side of graffiti for good measure, so I'm trying to keep that out of the shot. This is a classic Hollywood film type road, and the kind you see regularly in car reviews, as it's a lot nicer than the freeway or city driving around here. And to prove the point, I'm not a motorbikerist, but that does look fun on this road. We'll likely be arriving here in the dark, so a few quick shots here and now help to figure out the composition. This is a handheld 4-shot vertical pano. For a true Southern California experience, there really is one necessity: In-N-Out Burger. Well, that's what Mrs. Faceless and Faceless sister-in-law told me, and who am I to deny them such a gastronomic delight as the Double Double? And I do have to say, it was definitely a cut above. We were then greeted with an engine warning light on the rental.
Well, that's lovely.
So back it went. An early start in the morning, in the pitch black. Camera bag and tripod in the back of the car. Jump in, and after the moronic myriad of pings, dings and beeps, we're away. And this is where your scouting really pays off, because driving up through the canyon we can literally see nothing off the side of the road, and it's still really dark when we arrive at the bridge. It is also a little nippy, with a breeze blowing, so much so that Faceless Sister-in-Law sought out refuge back at the car, as did Faceless Brother-in-Law, but only after I'd purloined his fleece shirt for some added protection. You can pretty much see from the back of the screen here what we can just make out in the pre-dawn light, as the blues are replaced by purples then reds as the sun rises. Ah yes, like and subscribe, please do. It's free, helps the channel out. We're very grateful, so thank you. Like that. Okay, not sure how much more colour we're going to get, so I'm going to move round to the next spot. Of course, another benefit of scouting is knowing where it is safe to walk when you're walking around in the dark. And as that sun started to rise, the sky was glowing those lovely pastel colours, and it had just enough cloud. In these situations, it's all about snapping frequent shots to ensure that you get the perfect amount of colour and cloud across the frame. The sky is a little blown out, but as I increase the shutter speed, the exposure shows how much colour is in the sky. Although there is a ton more colour as always, in the wrong direction. But there's still time for the clouds to move around, and the rising sun to hit them. So I left Mrs. Faceless to do her merry dance around the location as the sun rose, and this time lapse represents about 6 minutes from almost pitch dark to daylight. And these are the shots we got. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed travelling along with us today, a like and a subscribe would be much appreciated. Until next time. Do you think anyone will notice the continuity error?
Patience while we get you going, and we'll let you know as soon as we have some more information. To relay a little bit of good news here, they were able to get out the piece of debris from the duct underneath the aircraft. So that's been cleared, and they're closing up all the access panels they had open up underneath, and once they get those closed, the maintenance team will sign off their paperwork, and then it has to go through 2 more channels of people signing off the paperwork, and then we'll be underway here. Again, we do apologize for the delay here. We know it's frustrating when your travel plans get disrupted, but we're